crafty people. I think I figured this out. I think I figured it out. Okay, awesome. Hello, I'm Cheri, and I'm in the craft camper. Let me go. I'm going to go live over on the Facebooks too. Hello, crafty people. We are live. It is Cheri in the craft camper, and I am live on the YouTubes and live on the Facebook. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some adjusting. This is a little crazy for me. I am so new. I've never really played around with with the YouTube. Sorry guys, it's a little bobbly, my stand here, so we'll see how this goes. I don't know. Okay, if you are on Facebook, say hello and tell me where you're watching from. If you're on YouTube, same thing. Hola! Awesome, awesome, awesome. I don't know. Let me look at all my settings here, guys, for the YouTubes. Let me see what else I can do. I got like enhancement stuff, but I don't know that I can do anything else. Let's me see. Okay. So, anyways, let's see who. Hello from Seattle. Teresa. So it okay. And I can see like things pop up. Someone said something on the YouTube. Shared, I'm so glad you made it. I'm so glad you're here. All right. So I had hello Dina in the UK. This is my first time. I'm going to be doing this. This is my plan, guys. Every Monday I'm going to be working. Hello Colleen in New York and Jennifer. If you're on the YouTube watching, could you pretty please give me like a thumbs up or something that it's working okay? Because I don't know if the chat is like working, because I can push my bubble, but I can't see it. I don't know. It's like giving me, okay, good. On the YouTubes. I don't know why. Is everything okay over on the Facebook? It looks like it's Kathy. It said I got booted. Am I still on there over? I think I'm still going. I don't know. I don't know if the poll is going to be more for YouTube or not. Okay, so let me kind of get set up. I had promised. Hello, Sonia Albert. How are you? Love that heart. Thank you. Hello, Kim. Hello, Emma. You like the hat? Okay, this was one of the first ones. This is Red Heart, which I tell everybody not to use. And my daughter, let me see if I can move this just a little bit. My older daughter, Allison, who's moving out this week, she made this actually. Let me do it up just a little bit more. Sorry, guys. It's going to take a little hot second for me to figure it all out. But she did like the little, crocheted the little teeth and stuff. And I thought, you know, it's going to be the Halloweenies tomorrow. So that's my little, I could have wore the witch's hat that's up there, but no. All right, let's see here. Got lots of people hopping on over on the Facebook. Florida, will be this able to be done with one hand? Florida, will this be able to be? Oh, you're in Florida, Martha. If you clamp it down, you probably could. Kathy Ferguson. Okay, good. I'm still on the YouTubes. Thumbs up. Thank you, Sylvia. It says, hi, I'm making beanie for the homeless. Please share an easy one. Yes. Is it Bella? That's what I'm going to be talking about. Every Monday, this is my plan, is to come on, because this is going to be my time to make hats for my donations, because that's what I'm doing. I have like completely decided I'm not going to sell any of my stuff. I'm going to donate, which I've been like donating hats. I haven't sold any hats, but I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to start growing just my YouTube channel a little bit, but on every Monday, I'm going to go live on Facebook and YouTube, and we're going to do, let me do this. Let me switch this around on. Nope, it's already good. To just cranking for community. So I'm hoping that I can get others to do the same. We can kind of like hang out, make some hats, and these are the ones that we're going to donate. And I'm going to do simpler ones today. I have a tube I have to finish that's been lying around. I did promise. Let me go through some more of these questions. It says, Lisa, hello. Still on holiday, but wanting to watch a bit of the cranking fun. Awesome. Judy, Facebook is fine. Hi from Ontario, Canada. Hello, Judy. Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. Corey. Coming in nice and clear. Awesome. Connie in Fort Wayne. It's where I grew up. Fort Wayne, Indiana, in the fort. I was a bad girl. I was, guys. Emma, it's brilliant. You mind if I try making one like that? You don't have to ask permission, guys. You don't have to ask permission. You just do it. If you see something I'm doing, make it. And if you have questions, ask. I'm all about sharing. It's all good. Hello in Algeria. Hats for the holiday gifts too. Absolutely. Best gift you can give. Keep somebody's head warm. Howdy, Amy in Texas. Okay. So I promised, and I should have wrote down the names, but when I said, this is going to bug me though, because I'm like, I don't know. Is this backwards? It is. I wonder if I can flip it. Guys, I know I'm good on the Facebook, but on the tubes, I'm like, it's not good. You can't even read my shirt, right? And then it's all wonky, and I don't know how to flip it, guys. I might have to do a little homework. I might have to set that up ahead of time. It won't let me do it after I start the live. YouTube, I love you, but that makes it a little more difficult. Okay, let's see. How do I get out of there? All right. Well, anyways, I'll just have to deal with it. So sorry that it's backwards for all my YouTubers. And Bella, it's not backwards on Facebook. Yeah, I got that figured out. I just don't know how to run the YouTube. Okay, so I promised there was someone who asked about how I mount my machines. And I'm going to put this, we're going to put this down. You guys aren't going to get to see my face too much here. Let me see. I'm going to have to turn this. I don't know. This is really silly. You can kind of see. Let me go like that. Okay. And I know on YouTube you can't see my face. I could go like this. You can on Facebook, which is fine. But they asked about how I mount my machine. This is an wood, like an artist wood panel. And I get this question a lot, but it's an artist wood panel, and you can see it's canvassed, almost like a canvas would be. It's real thin, the top layer. It's about an inch thick, 3/4 inch thick. It's a 12 by 12. You can get them at the Hobby Lobby. I don't know if Joann's has a 12 by 12. I think Michael's carries a 12 by 12. A 12 by 12 is what we use for the bigger machines. And then we just, where the suction cups go, in the area, we just used machine screws and little washers, and then like lock nuts on the bottom, guys. So we just drill the holes. Like, you put your machine down, use a little pencil, mark where you want to drill the holes, put it on. Yeah, I'm backwards. I don't know how to fix it. If there's any YouTube experts out there, tell me how to fix it, because I don't know how to. I don't like it. I don't like it. So I apologize. It's going to be a little wonky for YouTube. This is my first time really actually going live on YouTube, so I have a little learning curve. So we'll get there, guys. I promise. Okay, so I said I would do that, and I wanted to do that, so I did. So I'm going to set this aside for now, and I'm going to work on this tube here. So this is the tube. Here, let me see what the best view is. Can you guys see over on Facebook's? And I know I'm going to have to figure this out with this setup for YouTube, because it's not good. Let me see if I can get back here a little bit. See my little guy over here? My little guy? All right. Okay. So this is a tube that I had already done, but I hadn't made it into a hat. This is an adult size hat. The other ones I'm going to do are, I'm not backwards. Okay. It just looks backwards for me. So you can read my shirt. Okay, Joyce, is that right? Well, that's so funky that it's like backwards for me and not for you. That's going to drive me crazy. All right. Well, anyways, so I get this question a lot too, so I thought I would show this really quick. You do a long tube. This is 130 rows of Hirschner's Supreme Worsted yarn. Okay. And it's 130 rows for an adult hat. The other ones I'm going to make today are kids hats, because I have a package that I need to donate, and I need more kids hats for it. So you have the tube, and you can pick whichever end you want to be the outside. The inside, you just take your arm through like that, and you pull it out. And I have a couple, or you pull it into itself. So you pull it into yourself. Couple tips here. You have your little cinch line right here, and your little cinch line on the inside. I try to keep those kind of together because then it's laying even. So you have like even Steven rows, even Steven. Okay. And I have stuff stuck to mine. And then I'm going to cinch it. So by cinching it, I'm just pulling it. Now I will tell you, I worked on a project yesterday. 3 Magic Sheep Co. has some awesome patterns coming out. And I've been testing one, and I wish I could show it to you because it's so cute. It's so cute. But not yet. Not yet. I can't show it yet. So I cinched the inside. So you and I have this thing, guys, and I know it's kind of gross, but if you have some of it stick out, I call it tuck the puck. Like if it puckers, make sure you're tucking your puck before you before you knot it all off. Let me look at what these la la la. See, this is, oh, there we go. Okay. I can see all the comments now. Again, we can read all the labels correctly on YouTube. Thank you. Austin Texas. Thank you. Thank you, Joyce. You are awesome. Thank you for sharing that with me. Okay, so you cinch the inside, and then we cinch the outside. And for all of you who have been doing this for a while, you already know, but I just wanted to, okay, so here, if it looks like this, it's because it's puckered and you need to tuck your puck. Tuck the puck, guys. Tuck the puck, okay? And then you keep cinching. And this yarn is great yarn for making hats because it's super, super soft. You have to order it from Hirschner's. They're out of Wisconsin. I really love it. But it's the Supreme Worsted yarn. So I tuck it until it's really snug, and then you tie it. And this you have to be careful. This is what I was going to say. Yesterday when I was working on a project, I actually had my yarn snap. So be careful, but you just want to tie it kind of tight, but be careful because some yarn can snap. And this is the way I do it. That's it. And then I am not going to put palms on these. So I have just a little bit of a hole, which would probably be okay. Yay, Wisconsin, Lynn says. But I'm going to cinch that up. And you know, this is me. I was just going to hop on and just like make, but I wanted to do this and I thought, you know what? I will just share. Let me get rid of some of this though. I can't not like teach, right? I can't not. I know I sound like a crazy. It's just who I am. I have to tell you what I'm doing. I feel like I have to instruct. Okay. So I'm going to go around. I've got my 2 little doodaddies there, my little ends, and I'm going to go around and pick up a couple stitches. So I grab the little, I try to get the V's. It doesn't have to be. You just got to get under a couple at a time. And then I go around and I'm just going to cinch this close a little tighter since I'm not putting a palm on these. I just think that for donating, I do, you know, like all of my Friday videos, you see the hats that I make. I put palms on all of them because, you know, it's cute, right? But not everybody wants a palm. So, and I'm sorry that you can't see my face. That's going to drive me crazy. I got to figure that out. But I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. So, okay, so I'm going around, cinching it up. All right. Okay, so that's now, it's like snug as a bug in a rug. Okay, I think we're good there. We're good. Okay, and this is the other thing I'm going to do. If I had 2 different colors, I would only use one of them to cinch that matches the outside. And I might have that happen when I'm doing these other ones. So I'm going to go underneath, and I'm just going to tie this off. So I separate my ends. I'm going to tighten that. I'm going to knot it again. 2 times. 2 times the charm. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this yarn into the inside of my hat through that little tight hole that I just made. So I'm going to go back in, and it looks pretty clean. I mean, this, if you do it this way, I'll show you when I'm all done. Hello, Raka. Good morning from Indonesia. It's 1:46 a.m. Wow. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being up so middle of the night with us, or early morning, however you want to look at it. I would call 1:30 whatever middle of the night, but even though it's the next day. Okay. So I pull those through. Let me make sure I'm in the center here. And then I tie it again, guys, just to be safe. And then I'll tuck these tails. So I do that, tie it 2 times, and then I tuck the tails. And to tuck them, I get underneath, I separate my layers, and I go through here, and I don't want to come on the outside, so I try to keep my layers separated and make sure that and then I pull it through just to tuck my tails. And then I'll go ahead and cut this, and I'll show you here. All right, so doody-doo, doody-doody-doo. Now, some people don't like how it puckers. There's different ways to close hats. I don't do it any other way except for this way, though. So maybe I'll try. That's not true. When I make it like a ear beanie, I'll close it flat. But that's what it looks like. It looks pretty good. And then we'll put a brim on this baby. And I'll put a tag on this one. But there, we have ourselves a hat. And this is an adult size. How do you sew the ends together? Both ends pucker. Sometimes I can get one side nice, the other side puckers. Bailey, it's probably your yarn. Some of the stiffer yarns, it's harder to cinch them. And that's what I found yesterday. I love this yarn brand from Hobby Lobby. And it doesn't want to cinch really well. So you just got to keep tucking it. I'm going to crank out a hat, and we'll do this again a couple more times, because I'm going to try to do 4. I'm going to see how long it takes me. I talk a lot, so I might not be able to get them all done. But there, see, that's a nice looking beanie, guys. Don't you think? I think that's nice looking. Do you have videos for casting on? Bailey, I do over on the TikTok. I will soon have all of that stuff with tutorials over on YouTube. It is coming, I promise you. I'm gonna have a whole basic like getting started thing coming on the YouTubes. Actually, I have a new tutorial on this little dude that'll be up too soon. So a little Grinchy guy. This is made on the Addy 22 pin. That is coming soon. I have just my final edits to make on that. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I gotta find out a way where you can actually see me, and I might do my lives vertical instead of horizontal after today. Because see, I could probably come back a little bit more, and you can still see my face. I don't know. I want you to see my face. Do you like him, Bailey? Isn't he cute? Morella, I think, says, I'm so struggling with my machine casting on and off. I'm new to, and it's driving me nuts. Ugh. Yes, I understand. It's so frustrating. Let me push my chair kind of out of the way. See these cute things back here? You can make all of those. Are all done on the 48 pin. He was done on the 48 pin, and this beautiful pillow from Erin Makes Designs, her pattern, was done on the 48 pin. I'm going to move my stuff back a little bit. And if you didn't all know, I am in a key. It's like all of my stuff's in the way. I don't have tons of room. There we go. And you're still not going to be able to see me very well. I don't want to get too far away. All right. Well, you guys are just not going to be able to see my face on the YouTube. Okay, so now we're going to get started. Hello from Denmark. All right, so we're going to use the Loombot. Now, I know that I've been telling everybody, like everyone, to use the Centro 48 to get started. And then I got to Loombot, guys, and I freaking love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I feel kind of bad because not that the Centro is bad, because I still love my Centro, but this guy is kind of nice. Okay, so I've got my board, right? I'm using clamps to clamp it down. I know somebody asked the question, can you do it one-handed? This is how you would do it one-handed if you had to. I use both my hands because oh wait, these are the wrong clamps. I need my big honking clamps. Hold on. I gotta get my big honking clamps. These are my little clamps that I use for my desk up here, but for this I need these big clamps. Hold on a second. Don't go anywhere. All right. I've got lots of fun things that I'm kind of excited about that'll be happening. So I get so many questions about getting started, and like I said, I've got these tutorials that'll be up there, and that's all going to be, that basic tutorial is going to be completely free. And then I've got like my little Grinchy guy that's going to be free too, you know, all there for you guys. It'll all be there for you guys to use. Easier because I know that some of you are not on TikTok, and I love my TikTok peeps, but it very well could be that I'm probably going to not do as much over there because a lot of people are not on there. I wish this would work all the time here. Like, I have to keep pressing. I got to figure this out because for the live chat on the YouTubes, hold on. There we go. Hello, Gloria in Sacramento, California. Thank you for watching. Thank you, thank you. Okay, there it goes. It looks like it's working. Okay, so I'm clamping these down with my big honking clamps. These are 3-inch clamps, and I'm using like a little sofa table. Hold on, it's too tight. Do you make your own wool poms ever? I have tried, and I didn't like them, but I could probably try harder if I... I bought like some cheap fur, and I just didn't... I need nicer fur, and I don't have it at my local Joann's. It's like, just not nice. Hello from Germany. Hello. All of you from all over. It's so awesome. Okay, so now we have this guy clamped down. And I think, hello, is it Sund? Sund. Okay, I think I'm going to just do a basic one color. Let's do a blue one. And I'm going to do a kid's hat. And this is going to be more of a toddler size. I'm going to do 115 rows. And hopefully I won't get yarn barf, guys. The center pole sometimes doesn't like me. Okay, and the other thing is, if you didn't know, hello from South Wales. Anne, how are you? I use underneath my machine. I throw it in there. We're going to cast on after I get all my tangled mess here. Hold on. There we go. Okay, let me zero it out. Something I do that not other people do, and I know it's wrong, and I don't care. I count my cast on row. So when I'm counting, like if I tell somebody it takes this many rows, I always include my you don't count it, but I do because it's easier for me, because otherwise I will mess things up and I will forget, or you know, whatever. It doesn't matter if you have one extra row most of the time. But yeah, I count it, and I just, whatever's easier, I try to do that. So we're casting on. All right. Okie dokie. And we're going to start. Are you ready? Are you ready for some cranking? All right, I'm going to start here. This machine, it has a little click to it, but it's really not bad at all. The Addie's a little louder. This is a little quieter. Once it gets going here too. So we're going to do 115 rows, like I said. And that's going to be, you'll see it, that's like a toddler size. See if my center pole cooperates here. I will tell you, if you have any tension issues, like where you get the bobbles in your tension, even if you're doing center pulls, sometimes I call it yarn drag. Sometimes you'll get a drag on your yarn, even in the center, and just guide it with my hand. I know YouTube can see that. Can you guys see that over there? I hold it in my hand underneath here. I'm not pulling with my hand, I'm just kind of letting it slide through. YouTube. I don't know why it's disconnecting me. Hello, Monica in India. Hello. But I wasn't so sure that how people would receive these, like how it would go. And I thought, you know, after the Rona, maybe people wouldn't even like, maybe there's like particular about what they take or whatever. But no, I called like the area shelters, and there's several in my area, and a senior center, and they were all like, no, we'll take them. We'll take whatever hats you can do. We'll take them. So if you have, you know, an area shelter, or, you know, a senior center or a nursing home, I know this sounds nutso, but older people are cold a lot. So you could even see if they would be, you could do like a real soft, you know, the soft beanies, and that might be nice for anybody who has issues with being cold. Hello in North Idaho, Alicia. And I think, is it Claudine? I think, yes, I think maybe Spanish. Are you speaking Spanish? I don't know. Afterwards, and if you have any questions or anything, I will try to get through those afterwards when I post everything. So if I don't see your question or your comment, I will try to make a point to go back through and see about answering those after this is all over. So see, I'm still getting a little bumpy. So I just pull it out and throw it on my leg, guys. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, thank you, Monica, for saying how lovely I am. That's so sweet of you. Actually, I have to say, I've met some of the most awesome people with doing this all over the world. Just really kind people. Hello from Algeria. You guys, can you believe this? We could all have, like, I've thought about if I had a place, and I could almost put a map here and put a mark for all the people who, you know, who comment, or like where in the world everybody is. And it just blows my mind that the interest all over the world, but that we can all come together in something so sweet, like with yarn. Yarn is like the connector. It connects us all. Brazil, I think Claudine is in Brazil, maybe. I don't know. The other thing I don't know is there are automatic, I don't think there are. There's no automatic captions for any of you guys, right? You're not getting like me talking and caption. Beth says they want one of these knitting machines. You should get one, Beth. Get one if you have any questions. Did somebody say they're in Indiana? Oh, I love Indiana. That's where I am from. We're in Indiana. I think that's what you said. It popped up and went away. No. Okay. Isn't this color pretty, guys? Let's see. Carlene is in the what valley? I can't even say it. I can't read it. What is it? Okanagan Valley of British Columbia, Canada. My glasses. Hello from the Ukraine. Did you see my hat that I did? I know it's not exactly right, but I did this hat. It's kind of close, right? It's kind of close. I'm so happy you're watching. Love it that you're here. We've been praying for you. Oh, there we go. Jeffersonville, Indiana. Woohoo! I don't know where that's at. Is that southern Indiana? Brianna said in Michigan. I'm in Michigan too. I'm in West Michigan. North of Muskegon, just south of Silver Lake Sand Dunes. I don't live too far from the dunes. So I'm in a really pretty area. So you know what? I haven't been watching, but I don't usually worry about the tucking at all because I usually never have any problems with it. But that's something that's really common. My center pull is finally smooth, I think. So we can just crank now. White pigeon. I don't know where white pigeon is. Hello, Charlotte from Norway. Thank you for hanging out. Marianne is in southern Indiana, across the river from Louisville, Kentucky. Awesome. It's pretty down there. Really pretty. Really, really, really pretty. That's probably the best part of Indiana, isn't it? You'd probably say so, I'm sure. All right, so we're going to go to 115. I'm going to get a little sip of coffee here in a minute. I got my coffee and my water. Do I have any coffee drinkers? I'm going to have a sip of water first. What is your favorite machine? What is the one called? This is a Loombot, and I think it's probably my favorite right now. I really like it. I like the Centro 48. You know what, guys? I love them all, kind of. I love them all. Oh, somebody's helping me with pronunciation. Thank you. Okay, hold on. My glasses. Okanagan Valley, kind of how it's pronounced. Not sure if you did that pronunciation. Okanagan. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So when you hop back on again, I won't hack it, hopefully. But yes, I'm really liking this. I love all of them for different reasons. But yeah, I'm really liking this. Someone asked over on the YouTube what all I've made. I've made a lot of stuff. I've made a lot of hats. A lot of hats. I've done, recently we did these little sitting angels, guys. This tutorial is on YouTube. You can make one of these with the 22 pin. Let's see. I'm going to do a little show and tell just for any newbies out there for what I have really close to me that I can show you. Here's another version. Whoop, let me show you. Oh, things are falling. All my stuff is falling. There's this little dude, little duty. Kind of looks like the, what are they called? The little statues that don't have faces. Willow tree, kind of like that. That's what it reminds me of. So this is a little guy that I made on the Central 48. He's kind of cute with some shaggy yarn. This yarn worked really well, but it's actually a bulky weight 5, which I didn't know when I bought him. But he's a cutie. He's one of my favorites. He's got his little sweater bear. Here's one of 3 Magic Sheep Co's cute. Here's her kitty pattern. So you can tell I love the stuffed animals, right? I don't know if you could see the Grogu or this guy back here, but I made him. Probably though, one of my all-time favorite ones that I've done is Erin Makes Designs. This is her Squawks the Seagull. I love him. He reminds me of like Wallace and Gromit. I've got a shelf up here and I have all kinds of them, guys. So we got that. Hold on, let me put him away. And then I've got these. I'm going to do a tutorial on these. I just haven't got it all posted yet, but I've got these little roundy guys. This is my like design. And there's a frog somewhere around here. I'm surrounded by these crazy things. Like the crazy doll lady. That's what I am. Crazy doll lady. So yeah. So you can do lots of stuff. I made a sweater. Let's see what else. I did the pillow. Lots of stuffed animals. Oh, wait, I gotta show you one more. One more. Because I love it, but it was probably one of the most difficult things I've made. I made this avocado. I love Holstein cows. I actually have a Harlequin Great Dane. She's like my big cow. She's a pain in my butt, but isn't it cute? It's an avocado. His avocado or his little pit is a little large, but yeah. Oh yeah, the frog on the is a curtain tie back. This was 3 Magic Sheep Co. design. She has different ones. There's like a koala and a tiger and the frog. Isn't that cute? And I did crocheted eyes on this one, and I really like how that turned out. So yes, lots and lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. So I get these comments, sometimes nasty ones, on my hat video. I don't know why. Are you guys still okay over on the YouTube? It keeps telling me to reconnect. Hold on. So I'm hoping that, I'm not familiar with YouTube's lives, but I'm hoping when it does that, it just kind of like delays. So we'll have to see. I don't know. We'll have to see. Sorry, my nose is kind of, can you see? I'm like cold. I got the heater on, but it's like 36 degrees here in Michigan. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? It's supposed to snow tomorrow, guys. I don't know. We'll see how much we get. I took my Center 22 mums yesterday. Managed to crank 2 pumpkins. Oh, that's sweet. Do your machines ever sound, do they get clanky? Is that what you're going to ask me? Sound like they're sticking. How do you fix it? Is it grinding kind of? It could be that your gears, like my 22, this one, I have one on the floor here. I demoed it the other day when I was live. All it goes crank, 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 crank. And might have done is maybe stripped my gears a little bit with some too thick of yarn. But these, I don't have that problem. I'm just really careful to not put anything too thick through it. And like this yarn here that I made this, or my daughter, I cranked the hat, she put all the stuff on it. It's Red Heart Super Saver, and the machines hate it. All of my machines don't like it, and they'll get to where they're not doing well with it. Like I really have to crank. So it could be your yarn. If you get a yarn like this, like the shiny soft yarn, and it's still doing it, then it's probably your gears. And that's not to say that you can't use it. It's just a pain in the butt, and I understand that. I got fuzzes everywhere here. I never got a sip of my coffee. I'm gonna sip my coffee and then I gotta crank because I gotta get these made. Hello in El Salvador. Holy cow! Do you have any ideas for Christmas makes? Me and my mom are doing Christmas. She's making wreaths, etc. I can't read the rest of it. I wish I could show you. I think the little Grinches that this will be coming out for the 22, and then you could do those. You could do lots of those. You could do them as you know, like little Santa Clauses. You could do, they wouldn't have to be the Grinch. That would be cute. You could do the angels too. I don't know if you're doing those. Those would be a good Christmassy kind of a thing. You know, you can do, I haven't made any of those. Diana Levin Knits, I think it is. She has some books, and I think she has a Christmas book. Maybe check that out. I will tell you, 3 Magic Sheep Co. I just did her test pattern. She's got some real cute things coming out. And I'll show you some of the yarns that I used. So that'll give you some ideas. I don't want to give her stuff away, but so keep an eye out for her patterns that are coming. But let's see what else. What other things? Hats especially are great, and scarves. But that's what I would do. The other thing that I haven't done, which I'd like to try, is get plastic, you know, ornaments from like the Dollar Tree or wherever you shop that is, you know, not expensive, and the plastic ones, like about that big, and putting a sweater over it. Like, you know, we'll knit, like here's like one of my mess ups. You know, this is on the 22. This was a mess up. You could put the little ornament in there, you know what I mean? And just put the little sweater over it. And if we can get it to the right size ball, you could do knitted ornaments. That would be stinking cute. You can also do mini hats as ornaments on the 22. That's another great idea. You know, so there you go. That might be good. Just a couple things. I hope that helps. You are so welcome, Emma. Mini hats would be, yeah, wouldn't that be cute? And you can do them. I mean, you could do them like here. You could double them like this. This was a mess up for another project. So I just have it thrown off to the side. So I don't have any of my stuff tied and it's kind of coming apart. But you wouldn't even have to double them. You could just, see what I mean? You could just do like something like this, and you have that rolled bottom and like stitch it closed like that, and then do your little ornament. I don't know. It'd just be a cute idea. Or you could double them and that would make it a little smaller. I think, what did I say, 115? I got a little ways to go here. So what's everybody's favorite yarn? So if you're already doing something like this, what yarn do you find that you go to, like, that's your go-to yarn? Mine changes. It depends on my mood, but I'd love to hear what other people think too. Okay, I have animals inside. I don't know how. I'm kind of careful. I mean, it must get on my clothes, but I can see I had a little dog hair there. I don't want dog hair in my hat. It's probably off my shirt. When you have animals, it's hard to like not have them. I like acrylic yarn best. I do as well. EMS art projects. EMS art projects. I'm going to have to look that up now. I'm curious. EMS art projects. I might write it down. Do you have a channel, EMS art projects? Because it's like, EMS like means you need to do it. I have to look this up. I am so curious as to what. Maybe you don't, but I'm gonna check you out. I'm gonna check you out. All right, so couple things. I have a couple tippos. I don't know. I'm gonna hold this up for you once. Okay, I'm at like 74 rows right now. All right, I want to show you this. Let me see if I can hold it up. See how it's almost hitting the bottom of the board, like my little tube? It's funny. I have people ask me all the time about inches for a hat. With the soft yarns, about 75 rows, I'm hitting the bottom. And I know that if I do that, that 130 rows for an adult hat fits really well. So if you're cranking and at 75, you're still really high, that means your yarn is gonna knit, it's knitting tight. Like this hat here with the Ukraine colors. This fits my 9-year-old son. It would fit it like a, you know, like a child. I could wear it too, or adult with a small head, but this knitted up like lots tighter than this does. So this is, you know, this is 130 rows. Let me show you guys just as an example. This is 130 rows. See that? See, I've got the top. See the difference? I know it doesn't look like much difference, but 130 rows of both hats. And you can see that this one is a lot shorter because it just knits up tighter. So that's always something to gauge when you're doing this. If you're not sure and you want it to be an adult hat, I would give it another, if it's not hitting that bottom at about 75 rows, then you're going to want to add more rows, probably about 10 to 15 more rows to it to make it fit an adult. Because I do get a lot of questions with some of the more acrylic stiffer yarns. 130 rows is what I usually do with the softer yarns, but it might be too tight if it's that tighter yarn or that stiffer yarn. I hope that makes sense. I'm a newbie, so I'm still learning where. Oh, you guys are so fast. I can't keep up. Where it comes to yarn. I've noticed that it comes different thicknesses. Yes, the UK, Emma. Okay, and I went on a rant about this not that long ago. I know in the UK you have like DK and Aran weight, and you know, like, I don't know. Do you even refer to yarn as worsted? Is Aran next step up from worsted? I don't even know. But I really, really wish that all of the yarn peoples of the world who manufacture yarns would let us have a universal way of measure. I really hate, and I know hate's a strong word, but I hate that we can't like communicate the same yarn weights, if that makes sense. I mean, they're close. You can get the charts, but they're not exact. And it drives me batty. Hold on. I want to see what this was here. I've never made a hat before, so that's a good tip for someone else wanted to try. Yes. Yes. Hopefully that's helpful. Okay, I'm going to keep cranking. And I'll have to keep an eye on the time. I'm so slow, guys. It's 3:18. We got lots of time. I just have to make sure that I get done. Crochet also different in the UK. Yeah, that's so nuts. We should all be on the same because it's, you know, we're international. But I guess it's all right. We just have to learn each other's way of differentiating between things, I guess. Yeah, crochet is different because the stitches are different, aren't they? They're called different things. And crochet is a language all in itself anyways. I like your work, really good. I'm in Pakistan currently and live in Saudi Arabia. Well, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. We're getting closer to casting off, which I know is the thing that a lot of people struggle with. And I have a couple tips. If you've watched before, you'll just hear me repeat myself. But I have a couple tips for casting off once we get there. Try to go faster. It's like an exercise program. Tired in my arm and my shoulder like I do with the Centro. So if you have any deficits at all, I think the Loombot or the Addy 46 are great ones to use. The Centro sometimes has a tendency to be harder to crank. Or at least mine, and I've had two, and they both are the same. And I'm referring to the 48. Aw, thank you for the kind words, Kayla. I appreciate you. 2-color attach process, please. Oh, you know what? We're going to get there. The next one, I'm going to do a 2-color hat. So I'm going to try to at least get this one done. And for Nasser, I think that's what that says, I will do a 2-color. So we'll go from here and we'll color. And I'll show you how to do the lay-in for the second color. So if I don't get anything else done, hopefully I'll get those 2 things done. How to make other things besides hats. I will be, Jamie. I will be. And like I said earlier on in the video, hi, Ari, thank you for hanging out. Hello. Earlier in the video, I said I'm going to be focusing a lot on my YouTube channel moving forward, and I'm going to be posting in the upcoming days and weeks lots more tutorials. All right, we're almost to 100. Somebody said they love me. Thank you. All right, there's 100. I always get excited when I see 100. Hello, May in Australia. Thank you for watching. We're working on some kids' hats. Going faster. We're almost getting there. It's rocking. Can you guys see it? Since I'm in the camper, I can make you wiggle. My joins have a step where the new yarn joins. Any tips? I do have tips. Stick with me, Bev, and I'll explain. Oh, hello, JD Parker Robinson. How are you? Thank you, JD. Miss you guys. I miss you guys. All right, a few more rows, and then we'll cast off. All right, okay, so one more to go here. So I'm going to kind of go slow. I don't have my pins marked. I probably should overshoot. Not that it would matter if it had one extra, but it wouldn't. Okay, so when I'm casting off, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I don't understand the machine perfect. I couldn't see the rest of the question before it goes away. How do I make it stay, guys? I need to figure out how to make it stay. Let's see. No, I don't want to learn more. YouTube. All right. Okay, so what we want to do is I wrap it around. I join late, so I don't know if you already answered this, but need smaller hoops for small. Yes. Well, you could do panels and turn your own tubes. Can you follow me? All right. I'll look and see if I can at the end when it's all posted. I promise you. I promise you. You can do panels and you can put your tubes together, but I don't do that. That's too much work for me. Like I have this machine, things like the little projects like this, like the little sitting angel, the 22 pin. I use it a lot. I use that for doing the arms and legs of like the stuffed animals. The arms and legs of the stuffed animals are made on the 22 pin. So if you want to do stuffed animals, I would suggest an Addy 22 along with a 48 or an Addy 46. The other one I have for doing specifically baby hats, because I'm going to be a grandma. Can you believe it? And I wanted to make a baby hat. I have to make baby hats. Baby hats. You can do small hats on the 48, but for baby size hats, I have this on my angel over here. Let me show you. I use the 40. So this is a Michael's Loops and Threads machine. Centro has a 40. So I do have different size machines for different kinds of projects. And you can do like pumpkins on the 40, like headbands, scarves. It's a little thinner. Okay, so back to this. I get so distracted. It's like squirrel. Okay, so I cut my tail. Did I already cut it? I didn't cut it yet. Okay, so I wrap it around. I cut it. I get my needle. Get my needle, guys. Get my needle. And I will tell you, I think I'm going to start on Thursday doing like a coffee chat. Like Thursday afternoons. And we just, like, if you have questions, I might even have you post them for me, and I'll answer them in the coffee chat, talk about them, and we can just like hang out and chat, and I can answer all of your questions that you have. So now, once I get my needle on here, I'm going to just crank just like one at a time, guys. One at a time. This will make your life 100 million times easier when you're trying to cast on. Don't go cranking and releasing all stitches. Release one at a time or two. And then when you go to pull your needle through, if I have two released right now, and I know because there's no hook on this one, for newbies, you can put your finger over that other one while you pull this. Because if I would pull this up, I could pull that stitch off. And it's so frustrating when you get to the end and you drop stitches. So like here, I have a few. You can always put your finger on there. I'm just I've been doing this for a while, so I just know like the tension I can apply. But if you want to do that where you put your finger on the one next to it so that it doesn't release that stitch, it's just a good tip. It's just a good tip, guys. Because it is frustrating if you drop stitches. And you'll see some people doing this and they'll have a longer needle and they go boop, 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 boop. And that, good for them. I don't. I get distracted. I know myself. I could be brave. Sometimes I am, and I might try a couple, but I've also done that and then like dropped a stitch and got really PO'd at myself. PO'd. We don't want to be PO'd, right? So if you are getting started, this is the best way, I think, for casting off. And I just do this, and I'll flip my yarn in the center. And we just go all the way around until we release this little booger. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Just stay with me. And for the person, was it Nasser, I think? I'm not even sure. Had asked about doing multiple colors. I will do a 2-color. If I do a 2-color, let's see. Let me see. I'll have to do a little math here on how I want to do it. Maybe I'll do a split color so that I'm not going half and half. So I'll do like 15 color. We'll try it. We'll just do 15 rows of one color and the rest and 100 of the other. And that, I think we could do that. Once I look at this beanie, we'll see. Because I gotta, like for when I do these, because I was just going to do a half and half. But I can't exactly, if I did 80 rows, 80 and 80 is, no, that doesn't work. That's 160, Cheri. That doesn't work. What's a half of 16 is 9. So if I did 59 rows, I could do 59 rows because that would be 116 rows altogether. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do half. I think we'll do a half and half. Maybe we'll just do a half and half. I know, I'm kind of babbling. Where do you get your knitting machine? Sheila, this is a loom bot. I got it on Amazon. It's made by Fat Brain Toys. Because it's a toy. It's a toy, guys. But it's not just for kids. Not at all. But Fat Brain Toys, you can get it on their website too. I don't know. I think it was less expensive for me to get it on Amazon, so that's where I got it. I'll eventually have links and stuff, guys. I probably should get for an Amazon shop. I haven't set that up yet, but that's what I do. Just go to Amazon. But you have to look up for these. You have to look up Loombot, Loombot, Loombot. If you put knitting machine in there for your search, it doesn't pull it up for whatever reason. And if I was Fat Brain Toys, I'd be upset because either they don't have their tags set right or something. But Amazon, I don't think it comes up. I don't think it did. When I searched knitting machine, I had to put in Loombot. Okay, we're almost to our end here. I'll have to move the machine out of the way so we can finish this hat out though. Okay, so we have our tube. Let me get my machine and I want to show you what this looks like and stuff because this is who I am. I have to like, you know, talk about what I'm doing because I don't know any other way, guys. So, I just like sharing. I just like it. Okay, so I'm going to move these out of the way. I'm going to move this onto the floor for the moment. Oh, I had somebody else ask me about hanging them. I don't know if I'll be able to show you, though. I'll probably have to do a video on that. Okay, so when it comes off the machine, it looks stupid. It looks dumb. And you're like, this is ugly. And it's like all yucky looking. See? See how it's yucky looking? You have to set the stitches, so you have to stretch it. Stretch it. I don't ever change. What? You don't ever what? So you can do like, what is it? Wasn't there a thing like you went like this and it was supposed to like build up your woohoos? I don't think this will do that. Sorry. Okay, so you stretch it to set your stitches. And then it's just like what we did earlier. We're going to go pull one end in itself. For any of you who weren't here earlier, we're doing it again. And I'm going to talk about tucking the puck because somebody said that theirs always gets puckered and they can't tuck it. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how to tuck your puck. All right. So I get it so that we have our ends, our little pulley-pulleys. We want these to be kind of at the same place. See that? Same place, like here and here. So that means that our knitting is all lined up and nice and neat. And I usually like flatten it out on the inside as I'm doing this too. Just so it's nice and neat, guys. Nice and neat. We want to be tidy. Tidy, you know. Tidy. Don't get too hurried. Don't get too excited because then it won't be tidy. All right. So when you're doing this, I'm going to get closer. I'm getting close. I'm getting close. All right. All right. Hello, Anne in the UK. Okay. So when you're doing this, let me just do it and then I'll show you what it looks like if I just pull. If I just pull, I'm going to show you. And this is soft yarn, but if I just pull, it looks like doggy doo-doo. Like if I just pull, it looks like doggy doo-doo. And then you're like, okay, Cheri, you lied to us, right? What you want to do is, this sounds like, okay, I don't mean for any of this to be like questionable, but you roll it out like this, like kind of roll it out and stick your finger in it. And when you have your finger in there, put your finger on this side of the pulley thing and pull, okay? And then it's going to keep your pucker on the outside. So you don't want it to get all, see like that? See how it's looking better? And this is the inside one. So we don't care too much about this. We just want it to be tight, right? Okay. So we got that. And then we're going to do it on the outside. And I usually lay it down. So back up. I usually lay it down when I do this just because it's easier. And then I grab my tail, my taily. I'm backing up for the YouTubes. Put my finger here and I do that. And again, see how crappy it like did all this crappiness? So roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. Keep those doggies rolling. And then we're going to do the thing that seems kind of bad. You're going to stick your finger in it and then you're going to pull. Okay? I just don't know how else to describe it. And then you roll it again, push in all the stuff to the inside, stick your finger in it, and then pull. And then you get this nice tight seal. Okay, hopefully I won't get like, because now I'm going to be completely frank. I finally monetized my videos. So what does that mean? If you watch this, I'm going to be able to buy some yarn, hopefully, eventually. But I haven't been all along, guys. So just so you know. But now if I say something that's not good, it might get me in trouble and then I won't get yarn. So I have to like censor myself, because I will tell you what I'm thinking when I'm doing that, and it probably wouldn't be like the best thing, but I won't say that out loud. We'll just let you all think it. Okay. So then I'm going to pull the inside one. Don't pull it too hard. I'm going to like put my hand here, pull it, do the outside, pull it. And then like right now I can tell I'm kind of messed up on the inside. So I'm going to use my hand and just kind of push the inside layer into the outside layer. So I'm going to make it kind of nice and neat. Again, we want it to be tidy. And then I'm going to tie this off. And again, you want to be kind of careful. Some yarns will break when you do this. So just be careful, okay? This yarn is really good. Lionberry and Heartland never had it snap. What did I use? I used the yarn or the I love this yarn yesterday, which is really thick, and I went to tie something and it completely broke. So I was able to salvage it. But if that tells you, I mean, sometimes how thick the yarn feels does not equate to how strong it is. Okay, I have way too much here. See that? I am the yarn waster. But I'm going to cut some of that off because I don't want to have to tuck all of that. So now we did the outside. And you know what, guys? I think I probably do want to cinch this a little bit. Just a little bit. Because I'm not putting a palm on this one either. So I'm going to go around and I'm going to use my needle. And I'm just going to pick up a couple stitches here and there. And sometimes this isn't the easiest because I just made it all tight. But... and you don't want to split your yarn if you can help it. There we go. My tails are always too long. All right. Okay, we're going to go around. And I'm not doing like skipping one or two and then into like a full stitch, not just a piece of yarn. A full stitch if you can. A full stitch. Which is like... see, in the beginning, I didn't even know what that meant. So I'm going to tell you, because there's going to be somebody out there that's going to be like, I don't know what the heck you're talking about. So when I say full stitch, I mean like that. That is a full stitch. See the two little, like it makes a V? I think that's the V. I'm looking at it upside down. But see, like two. That's what I consider a stitch. I could be wrong, but that's just what I think. So that's what I'm calling it. Okay, so that's good. And I pulled it off my needle, and then I'm going to split my yarn. I'm going to tie it off, and then we'll put it on the inside and we'll tie it off. So I'm going to get underneath another stitchy stitch here, just, and I do when I do the tie off, sometimes I just go under one side of the stitch and not both sides. Okay, I'm going to do that, tie it off to make it tight. Do 2 knots. Whoops. Help if I knew what I was doing. Okay. And then we're gonna do this back again, get it all threaded. And this is by far my favorite needle, like tapestry, darning, whatever it's called. I don't know. I think it's a tapestry needle, but it's the bent one. I like those. So you can get those at the Hobby Lobby or Joann's or whatever craft store near you. They probably have those. Okay, so I feel on the inside, again, not trying to make this anything but crafts, but you know, whatever your mind does is up to you. Okay, so I feel on the inside to go through the center hole. And I'm going to do 2 more knots here. And then we are going to tuck our tails, which I hate tucking tails. And if you crochet, you hate tails too, because they stink. Because I love making granny squares. I crochet as well. I knit too. And I love making granny squares, but I tails, guys. Okay, so let me pull that apart. All right, so that was the inside. And see, this is fully reversible. You could have it on this side, you could have it on that side, you could have it on either side, whichever side you want. It's fully reversible because it's a double beanie, fully reversible. Okay, so this here, and then we're going to do our little cuffy cuff, and I got a fuzz on there. Did I snag it? You will find out that I snag lots of stuff, but I have ways of fixing it. I did a little bit. My ring gets into stuff, and I just hate it. Do y'all have that problem? Cheri Lynn. Cheri Lynn bananas. There we go. All right, it's good. It's good. It's still a little snaggy, but it's okay, guys. I think they won't care. So this is a child's hat. 115 rows. Child's hat, see? Cute. Adult hat, child's hat. You can see the difference now, right? Child's hat, adult hat. Okay, so there's one down. All right, so we're gonna do another one. Are you guys ready for another one? Let's see, we've been on for a hot second. Okay, so I need to, we can go until about, we'll go until I'm done with this. Should we go until I'm done? I really want to get done with this. All right, so let's see. How do we want to do this? I think I want, let me get this clamped down. I'll do a 2-color. We'll do a 2-color. But I don't know if I want to do halvesies, or what do you guys think? Should I do like half one color, half the other color, so that when you turn up the brim, you get the color from the inside, which is different than the outside? Or do I want to do it like this? Like where I have just a little color at the top and then all the rest the other color. I want to know. What do you guys think? Over on the YouTubes. Tell me. Tell me, what do you think? Clamps. I have the hardest time with these things. There we go. I got them. What do you guys think? Should I do halvesies? Or should I do just some color at the top? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these this time. Gray and this nice salmon-y color. Oh, you think I should do blue? Gold and blue. Oh, you think I should do it like the gold and blue? What do you guys think? So we do it like this? Okay, so let me look at this one. Let me see here. I still have this snag. It's fuzz. I'm going to cut it off. There we go. It was a fuzz bubble. It wasn't a snag. Okay. So I think if we're going to do it like this, I want, let me count. This will be a little tip for you guys if you want to do this. Hey, Lori, how are you? How are you? Somebody said half and half. Okay, well, Lori, did you want me to do half and half? Yes, like the gold and blue. Connie says like the gold and blue. I think I'm going to do it like the gold and blue, guys. I think I'm going to. So, okay, 115 rows. I know I ask your opinion and I don't even listen to you guys. Okay, sorry. All right, so we have this hat. And I want to do the brim about that big, right? So I only want about that much of the color, I think. So what I do is I go here where I want it. I think about right there. I think about like that. I think about like that. Okay, so I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, about 25 rows. That's like what I did on that one though. Yeah, that'd be about right. Maybe. I think we're going to do 20. I think we'll do 20. I think that'll work. We're going to do 20 of, now I have one more question. Okay, we're going to do it like this hat. Do I want to do 20 gray on top, all the rest salmon? Or do I want to do 20 salmon on top, all the rest gray? What do you guys think? YouTubers, what do you think? I don't even know if it's working over on YouTube anymore. I don't know. What do you guys think? Somebody said, oh, Lori, it's freezing there. It's cold here. It's really cold. I enjoy watching. Learn, do what you want to do. 20 salmon. Okay, Emma, we're going with you. Emma said 20 salmon. We're doing 20 salmon. Okay, let me get this out of my bucket. All right. So let me get it zeroed out. So where I could have went backwards, it would have been way easier, but no, I just have to go all the way around and make it hard for myself. Okay, so I got center pull, which is good. Hopefully it'll be good to me. We'll do 20 of the salmon and then all the rest in that gray. So, okay, you ready? We're going to cast on. Cast on. Cast off. Cast on, cast off. We're casting and cranking and all of the things. I need music, but I can't do it on Facebook, I don't think. And I bet I can't on YouTube either. Probably not, because copyright and stuff. Okay. Make sure that's down. All right, so we're going to do 20. 20 of the salmon, which is being really difficult. We can finally something knit hat. Oh, Houston. I can't read. What is the salmon brand? Oh, it's Hirschner's Supreme Worsted. You can get it on the Hirschner's website, or you can go to Wisconsin. They have a store there. And I have a fuzz. I have embroidery floss, probably from another project. Okay. And actually, I think it is called salmon. I'm pretty sure. I will look. When I pull it out, I will look. Okay. I will. I promise. I promise. Oh, there's a knot. Ugh. That's okay. You're going to get to see how to lay in color change for a knot, even though I'm not changing color. Because I am not putting that in my hat. Okay, so once I get to where that knot is, I will cut it and I will do it just like a color change. So we're going to go until the knot is about, I don't know, to 6 or 8 inches from the feeder. We're getting closer. Okay, right here, I'm going to cut it. So I've got my knot. I'm going to cut it right at the knot, right before the knot. I'm going to lay this in right here, right there. I'm going to cut the knot off because I don't want to use the knot, Hirschners. We don't like knots in our yarn. Okay, so now I laid this in right here. It's wrapped around the pin right here. I'm going to lay in my next yarn right beside it on the other side of that bumpy bump. The bumpy bump, that one, okay? So you put it into your feeder and make sure it's in your feeder. You lay it down in there right beside. So you see it? One here, one here. I'm going to put it in my, I'm going to hang on to it. I'm going to put it in my middle setting on my tension. I'm going to hold on to my yarn. There's a lot of steps here, guys, but it's not too terrible, I promise. I'm going to hold on to this yarn. I'm going to hold on to my yarn down here. See it? Can y'all see that? I got a hold of it. I'm going to grab that yarn and I'm going to grab the other yarn. And I'm going to hold all 3 of them snugly. Snugly. Because I want this pin to pick up that new yarn. So I'm going to show you one more time. Okay? So I'm going to show you one more time. We have this yarn we cut. We have this yarn we're laying in. We're going to lay it in beside it. Make sure it's snapped into the feeder. Hang on to it. Our yarn guide. Grab it. And go. And I'm just going to hang on to it snugly for a few, and then I can let it go, hang on to it, and go to town. And then I'll show you what I do here in a minute after I get a few rows going. I'm going to do a few rows before I tie it, but I do not knot it. My center pole is being kind to me at least. Okay. So when it comes around here, and see, you can't see it, but I will go like this, pull my 2 tails, and I do just a half tie. I do not knot it. I just do a half tie. Put my tails down, and then I keep going. And then when I get it off the machine is when I knot it. I do not, after I've stretched it and set my stitches, I don't knot it on the machine because that's what gives you that wonkiness of your color variation. Right now it's not going to matter because it's all the same color. But if this was 2 different colors and I knotted it on the machine and there's still slack when I stretch it, then it's going to go whoop or whoop, and it's not going, your line is going to look kind of, and if you have stripes, then they kind of look wonky. I don't know if this one, I don't know if I can show you what it looks like. But yeah, if you don't, like, these aren't tied yet, and you can see that? When I tie these, and I can show you on this little guy too, when I tie them off the machine, it'll straighten them up. So, and that's really kind of important. You don't want it to look, remember, we want tidy, right? Even if we're donating, even if I'm, and I don't want to say just donating, but I don't want to give somebody a hat that, I mean, they would take it if it's not straight, guys. It's a handmade product. It's handmade. I don't care what you say, haters. It's handmade. It's like any other craft. It's not hand knitted, but it's handmade. We can have this conversation all day long. But they're not going to mind But you still want it to look nice, right? I caught alive. I just got a Centro machine and I love it. Awesome. Yours truly by Rose. Yours truly by Rose. Okay. It's fun, Rose. Yours truly. It's fun. Okay, we're going to 20. And then we're going to go to the gray. You know what? I might do 22. I think I'm going to do 22. That just feels better. I don't know why. I'm just feeling the 22. Yes, it is. I've made hats, pillows, pumpkins with it so far. Do you have a do you have a channel where you're making those cool things and sharing with all of us? Uh-oh, I got more. You know what? My embroidery yarn must be have fallen into my bucket. Okay, so this is our 22 here. I go to there, I think. Yeah, that's my time. Okay, right here. So, all right, so now we got to our last pin. We're at 22. I'm going to trim it about yay long. I'm going to lay, that's really too much, but I'm going to lay it in. I'm going to get my gray now. And this one, let me grab this and I'll tell you exactly what this color is. It's salmon. I was right. It's called salmon. Oh, my battery's low. Oh, no, my battery's low. Let me plug in. Hold on. Or I'm going to go dead. Oh no, my battery's low. Okay, let's see what somebody said here too. I plugged in. Did it not go to chargy charge? Hold on. Hopefully it's going to chargy charge. That would be really bad. Okay, it's charging. All right, hold on. Yours truly by Rose. I posted all of my crafty things. Everybody follow yours truly by Rose on the YouTubes. I will check you out. I'm going to write your name down. Well, you know what? I'll come back. No, I'm going to write it down because I'll forget. Yours truly by Rose. Truly. Okay. Yours truly by Rose. Okay. All right. So now we get our gray. We're going to do our center pole. Hopefully it'll be, please be kind to me. All right. So we're going to throw that in. And this color is Steel. She's on Instagram too. You are so welcome. So everybody check her out on Instagram and on the YouTubes. And she says she has a Centro and she's making stuff, but she does other crafts. So you can go see what she does. All right, so we're going to lay this in the same way we did the other one. And I will tell you, whenever I do my color changes, I always do them between pin 48 and 1. Now, you can pick whatever two you want. I don't think it really matter. But if you're doing stripes, you want them to always be at the same pins. Does that make sense? You don't want to offset at 1 or 2 because then your stripes they'll never match up. So just out of habit, I always stop and start at the number 1, 48, number 1, and that's where I do my color changes. So now we're going to take our other color, we're going to snap it into the feeder. We're going to put it into my tension guide on the other side. I'm going to hang on to these two and grab, I'm grabbing the other one there. You don't want to grab the other one. All 3 of these, I'm going to hang on to them. And I am going to keep them snug for just a few cranks. And then now I'm going to hold it. And now we're going to go to 115. And that's it. But I will do about 3 or 4 rows. And then I will do that half tie. Hopefully that'll do kind of me down a little bit. So hopefully that's helpful. I really love this color, guys. I love it. Do you guys like it? I'm all wrapped around my bag. Hold on, I'm getting a knot here. I got knots, guys. Oh no, what did I do? It's like knotted in on itself. Hold on, I gotta get it out. There we go. I will show you. Do these look familiar? Any of my US friends? I got these for giving my donations to the donation places. They're from the Joann. I'm calling it the Joann, but from Joann's. I think they're nice bags. They're super nice bags. Somebody says, oh yes. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to keep going here until we get to 115. So we're going to settle in. I have so many project bags like that. Yes, aren't they awesome? No, they're really nice. They are really nice bags. Yeah, they're like all of your whips. They're the whip bags. Don't you think? Okay, so now I've done a few. It's looking so sweet and pretty. And then we just do the half tie. I am not knotting it on the machine. This is going to be pretty, guys. Ugh. Center pull, center pull. See, okay, I have a yarn winder. I need to just start winding my yarn ahead of time. And then it would go so smoothly. But I don't do that because I'm lazy. And I'm busy. I have lots going on. But that's kind of my excuse. I can find time to wind my yarn. Sometimes I really enjoy winding yarn. Oh, I got a buzz. I got some buzzies, guys. It's really fuzzy right there. I'm going to trim that. I know you probably shouldn't do that, but I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? It's like yarn fuzz. And I don't want to pull it. There we go. Okay. I think it'll be all right. It's just fuzzy. Watch, I probably just like compromised the fibers. Somebody out there is like, no, don't do it. Already did it. Oh, it's looking sweet. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I don't know, guys. It excites me. I know it's just yarn, but it's not just yarn. It's happiness. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, I am going to do this every Monday. That is my plan. Every Monday that I can. And I think I'm going to do 2 starting at 2:30 to probably, what time is it now? I would like to go to, I think I'm going to try, once I get this done, it's probably going to be 2:30 to 4:30 because I can't shut up long enough to actually get anything done. I'm watching while I'm crocheting too. Can you also shoot me out maybe? Oh, shout you out. Yes, 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 yes. I will shout you out. I'm going to shout you so far out that you're going to hear it right where you are. It is, who is it? It's Caitlin and Herman. Do you do crafts, Caitlin and Herman? You say you're crocheting. Caitlin and Herman. Is it Herman? Is that it? Caitlin and Herman. Get? Okay, Caitlin. And Herman. Caitlin and Herman. Everybody go check out Caitlin and Herman. All right. But anyways, I am going to try to go every Monday at this time, around this time. Cranking out hats for my donation hats. And maybe I think Thursdays too. I'm thinking, and then we'll do like coffee chat on Thursdays. So that's what I'm thinking. Because I can't drink my coffee and crank, and I want to drink my coffee and just talk to you. So I'm thinking we might do that. And I'm still going to do it on both the tube and the book. Sorry, TikTokers. Sorry. I love you. And you've been so good to me. But it is time for me to go on and grow up. No, I'm kidding. Yes, Herman. Oh, Herman's your horse. Oh, what kind of horse is it? Is it an Arabian horse? I love Arabian horses. Or is it a quarter horse? Or is it a Palomino horse? That's so cool. Herman's her horse. Well, now I want to know more about your horse. Come on, you got to tell us about your horse. We should have a crank along. Everyone gets the same color yarns and follows the same pattern and post pics. Yes, we should. I love that idea. I love that. I love that. I love that. I would love a coffee and chat. Yes, Anne, we're gonna do it. It's a done deal. And my little Addie egg just fell over. I'm so afraid I'm gonna break this thing. I was showing somebody and it fell on the floor. I need to like take care of my stuff. This is my other machine, guys. It's so cute. This is a cutie guy. It's a little bit of a fickle thing, but it's fun to use. I need to like move it. Hold on. I got to move it out of the way. Oh, he's a German warm blood. Oh, oh. Horses are sweet animals. I suppose there are some that aren't sweet, but I don't know. There's something about a horse. I have a Great Dane dog, and I think she's a horse. She acts like a horse. I've had a horse before. I used to have an Arabian horse named Rose, and I loved her very much. But yeah, then I couldn't have her anymore because I had to board her, and then I had to like get rid of her, and I was so sad. She was a beautiful horse. She was very pretty. She was Very, very pretty. Yes, Anne, that's fab idea. I agree. All right. So again, we're going to go to 115 for this because I need some more kids' hats for giving away. I really wish that I would have gotten more stuff done than what I have for donation because it's freaking cold right now and I should have been giving some of these hats away before now. Hello from Israel. Hello. How are you? I am so happy you're here. How are you doing? I hope you are safe. I am praying and praying and praying for everyone. I have to say, not that I'm going to get like controversial or political or anything, but I listened to a TikTok of one of the of a mom whose son was at that event, and I just as a mom to a mom, my heart just breaks. My heart breaks. It breaks. We got a lot going on in the world, guys. Lots of hurt and crazy and I don't know. So this is like my way of like, you know, I know it's just small, but making hats and giving them to people who need them. It's just a small thing. It's not very big, but if you can do a small thing for someone else, it might be a big deal to them. So, and I have a Centro 40 and 48, however, have not taken them out of the boxes. Yeah, get them out of the boxes, Ann. Come on now. Come on, get them out of the boxes and crank with us. I need to finish my stash of crochet hats here in Erie, Pennsylvania. It's cold in Erie. It's cold. You guys, like, it gets like, isn't Erie, Pennsylvania? My daughter lives in Pennsylvania. She doesn't live near Erie, though. She lives closer to Pittsburgh. But isn't that like the most snow, like, of the whole state? You guys probably, Erie gets, like, dumped on, I think. Get them out of the boxes. We'd love to have you join us. The other thing is I have not mentioned, and I can share it on the Facebook. I'm going to do that right now. Hold on. I have not mentioned CrankNet Community. I have South Central Pennsylvania. Awesome. All right. Yeah, see you guys, all you PA people, right? I just talked to my daughter this morning, our oldest daughter. By the way, and we'll do coffee chat, and I can share, because I'm an oversharer, so I'm going to tell you lots of stuff about me, and then maybe you could share some stuff about you. But she's our oldest daughter. She lives, where is it? Well, it's outside, well, it's close to Pittsburgh. I really don't know Pennsylvania all that well. But I talked to her this morning, and she said it was really rainy and nasty there. But I have to tell you, Pennsylvania is gorgeous. The first time I went through Pennsylvania, I told my husband, find a job here because it's so pretty. Yes, on the snow, cold and windy today. Oh, are you getting snow today? Eek. I know we're supposed to get some tomorrow. You know, you guys can't see my cute hat. Erie is freaking cold, but so is all of Pennsylvania. That's what Caitlin and Herman says. Snow tomorrow, Ann says. Yeah, I think we're going to get it too. I don't know how much. I'm kind of excited, but I'll tell you, I do a walk a few days a week. And if you, I don't have anything really private. So you can like go over to my Facebook and find me there. And I shouldn't tell people that, but you can see what I do like several days a week. We live really close to Lake Michigan. Our association has like some frontage that we can access. So I walk down there every day, or not every day, at least 3 days a week, at least. And I take pictures, and it's so pretty. But today, guys, it was so cold. It was so cold. So Emma says she wishes it was snow there. I don't know what kind of winter we're going to have. They keep saying it's not going to be too bad, but I don't know. We'll see. Hi from Rhode Island. Hello, Nikki. How are you? She's on the East Coast, baby. All right. For those that wanted to see me tie this, I need to shut up, right? So we can get it done. It is a 48 machine. This is a Loombot. It's a 48 pin. We're going faster. Faster. I got to be careful, though. I go too fast, and I'm going to rock the whole camper, and then you guys will get nauseous. And then you guys will be like, I don't want her to go fast because I feel nauseous. I'm doing pretty good. You know, it's a good day. It's a good day. We had a good day. I homeschooled the kids. Everybody was pretty good today. Not too grumpy. Mondays are usually good. Tuesdays are usually not as good. PA winters are either way too snowy or no snow at all. Yeah, you know, and that's the thing. Why can't we get that middle ground? Y'all can have the snow. I'm from Pasadena, California, and it was 46 this morning. Ooh, that's cold in California. You froze. Do you even have like a winter coat? Probably not. Yeah, if you're not used to it, I understand. Because this morning I had my winter coat on, I had a hat on, I had gloves on, I had my boots on, and I was freezing. It was windy and I was cold. My dog loved it though. She was happy. Me, not as much. All right, I'm gonna roll this up. And that's what I do. Once it gets, I don't let it like drag on the board. I roll it up. Somebody says I'm using a 40 hook and it's not big enough. No, it's not. 40 hooks are more for like baby hats. Like this is like what I made on a 40. This is a baby hat. So you need a 48 pin. A 48 pin machine. I would look into the Loombot. I have the Addy, guys. I have this. This is like the Cadillac of knitting machines. I use it for doing my my stuffed animals, but I don't like even this, even though it's 46. I think it's a little snug. I like the 48 pin machines, like the Loombot or the Centro 48, but I kind of like the Loombot. But what I was gonna say is I do not let my piece drag on the platform or the wood that I have it connected to. I roll it. That way you're not getting, you know, it's not pulling too much on your stitches. I do know that you can weight your stuff down, and the 48 came with, or the 40, excuse me, the Loops and Threads 40 machine came with, I don't know if I have them. I think I do. Hold on. Maybe I do. Oh, I don't. It has clips. I don't know where they're at. But there's like weighted clips to like pull it down. I've seen people use like lids to pots to like hold their yarn down. That does help so that your stitches won't pop off. So that's just a thought. I don't generally do that because I use yarn that's not problematic. I try to stay away from yarn that's problematic. We have lots of rain in the UK, but not too cold yet. Linda, I think that's what your name was in the UK. Yeah, I bet. It's kind of rainy there a lot, isn't it? Do you mind the rain? See, I get like rain depression. Like, you know, the like seasonal depression when it's dark. I would love to live in Alaska, but one, I'm getting too old and it's cold and I probably wouldn't be able to, because as I get older, I get colder. But when it's raining a lot, at first I like it. If I don't, like, it makes you want to stay in and like, you know, crochet, knit, read a book. But then after a while, I'm like, oh, I need some sunshine. I'm going to die if I don't have some sunshine. Be popping those vitamin D. Ah! It's like stuck. Okay. You're like, what's wrong with her? It got stuck. That's why, see, I'm holding on to it the whole time down here. And I can feel what the yarn's doing, and it just helps, guys. I know if you read the directions, it probably tells you just loosen your yarn, throw it off to the side, and crank, and you can probably do that. I don't do that. Probably because I'm a little, I don't want to say I'm OCD, but I probably am. I'm a recovering perfectionist. So I want everything to be perfect, and I know that it can't be, but so I hold my yarn, and it just really helps with the tension. You get a nice even tension, you can see. So I always suggest that you do that. Then you don't have it where it pops off here and you drop a stitch, because you always have tension on your yarn. So yeah. But anyways, oh, I was going to say, I shared it over in the, I don't think I finished my thought. You'll find that I do this a lot. I jump around. My brain is like on all the time. Um, Crank knit community. I know that for my tubers, that's what I'm gonna call you. Can I call you tubers for YouTube? And I think I have a link. I think there's a link in on my page for YouTube. I don't even know, but I need to put it there if it's not. But we have a awesome group on Facebook. It's just a group of lovely people. It's called Crank Knit Community. We just hit 4,000 people in there. So if you're getting started, or if you're using a circular knitting machine, you want to just to hang with some people, it's a great group of all kinds of people all over the world. It's awesome. So you'll have to check it out if you're not a member. I would love to have you join. I invite you to join. I love the hat you're wearing. It's so, oh, thank you, Nikki. Thank you. I thought, like, since it's Halloween tomorrow, it's the spookiest thing I have. I got a fuzz here. All right, we're going to keep cranking along. Do you make the space for the loom? Mine moves around like crazy. Yeah, I don't. I bought it. I talked about it. I'm going to talk about it one more time because I really want to share it with you. I'm going to grab my Centro. Hold on. Because, guys, this is the game changer for using these knitting machines. I don't care what anybody says. I will tell you hands down, if you have a Centro or a Loombot or a Loops and Threads machine, these are artist panels. They're just canvased wood panels that you can get at your art supply store. It's a 12 by 12. We drilled holes. I say we as in my husband did it for me, but I could do it. I don't need my husband to do everything for me. I could have done it. But anyways, right where the suction cups go, and like my first machine, I had the suction cups. It did all right, but it moves around and you got to hold the machine. You don't want to have to hold the freaking machine because you want to focus on knitting. So right where those are, we put machine screws, some washers. I don't know if you can see them. Like washers in there. And then just like the Loctite, is that what they're called? Like nuts here. So what's nice is then if you use the canvas panel, it's not heavy. You don't have these like sticking on your surface if you want to put it on your surface. And then I use C-clamps to clamp it down. But then I have 3M hangers. Maybe if you come back on Thursday when we do the coffee chat, and I'll show all of you. But I have these 3M canvas hangers on the wall of my camper, and I hang them on the wall because it's awesome and I can get them out of the way. So it's really, really handy. Okay, let me hang it up and then we'll finish. Make sure it doesn't fall down. My sweatshirt's all pulled up. Hold on. I got to get back in here because I put my feet around this thing. So yeah, it really is a game changer. If you can get it clamped or screwed down to a board or some surface. I've seen where people will use super glue and stuff and whatever works, guys. But I think this setup works the best, but whatever you can do to get your machine secure, it'll be a game changer for you. And I can tell you that you will so much more enjoy using the machine when you're not fighting the machine. And that's my whole, like, that's what I'm doing here. I want to just, encourage all of you to keep going. I don't want you to get frustrated. I did in the beginning. I got really frustrated. And there were a couple times I almost threw in the towel. I don't want you guys to do that. I want you, if you love, once you get into this and you're making stuff, you can bless you can bless the socks off of all kinds of people with gifts and things. Or you can even, guys, you can easily start a business by getting one of these and, maybe a 22 and go into town. I mean, if you need some, I really want to encourage everyone to not give up. So any little tips and tricks, I am happy to share because I want all of you to enjoy it as much as I do. Caitlin and Herman says, when you do a standard crochet, do you like to watch TV shows? Any recommendations? You know what I turn on the YouTube a lot of times, and I watch yarn hauls. I listen to them. I know I'm a weirdo. Or some of the things I've done too are I did what was it, my last one? Oh shoot, what was it called? The Blacklist. I went through all the seasons of that. That was really good. Recently, I've turned on Suits. I listen to that. I don't always watch it. It has Meghan Markle in it. I kind of love it. And I'm usually not a TV person. I don't sit and watch TV. I'm doing something generally when I'm doing it. Those are some of mine though. But a lot of times I get on YouTube and I like to just listen to people. Or you guys are going to think this is crazy, but for all of you YouTubers, you got to check him out. Caleb Hammer. You guys are going to think I'm nuts, but he's like, he does financial audit, and he's a younger dude because I'm older. He could probably be my kid, right? But he's so good to listen to. He does these financial audits of people. It's so freaking good. And I've learned a lot from him, actually. So you got to check him out. Caleb Hammer on the YouTube, financial audit. A lot of times I'll turn that on when I'm out here in the camper. And it makes me think, and it's so funny because he says BS spending. And I think about when I go and buy all the yarn, and I hear him in the back of my head saying, you know, I have to bleep it out, but you know, he'll say, did it spending, because these people will be, you know, they're irresponsible, and I have been and am times irresponsible when I'm buying stuff. So anyways, you have to check him out. It's kind of a fun thing to like turn on in the background, but that's what I like to do. I don't know about anybody else. Hello, Sarah, over on the Facebook. How are you? Thank you for watching. I have to tell you though, I have to do just a little bit. Today I hit 410,000 followers on Facebook, guys. 410. Can you freaking believe that? That's insane to me. That's insane. And I will tell you, on all of my channels, since I started this a little over a year ago, I have never once like paid for any advertising. I haven't done any. I've just shared what I'm doing for people to watch and just kind of helping or hoping that it inspires other people. But I am blown away. And I hit 90,000 subscribers on the YouTube. And I don't even know what I have on TikTok. It's freaking insane to me. It's so crazy. It's so freaking crazy. But just know that if you're someone doing this kind of thing, there's a lot of people loving it like you. And there's a lot of us out there, more than I would have ever thought, that either appreciate it or doing it, want to do it. So we're going to start like the Crank Knit Nation, guys. We're just going to be, you know, flooding the crafting world with circular knitters. At least that's what I'm hoping. Anyway. Okay, I'm pulling this up just a little bit because it's starting to drag. We only have about 15 more rows to go, and then I'll cast off, and then I'll show you the tie. And we're good. We're going to make it. I got to go in and feed my family, so I got to get this done. And then I'll have to hop off after I do this because they have to eat, and I suppose I have to cook for them. Okay. Here we go. You would think I would have like muscle over here, like muscle. I don't. I still have flabby arms. Can't see it behind the sweatshirt, but I was hoping that this would be like a good exercise for it. Two more. Okay, here's 14. Right, where? We're at 14, and then we'll go all the way around, and we'll be at 115. There we go. Okay. Whew. Whew. For all of you still watching, good for you. I appreciate you. If you're not bored with me yet, that's great. I love it. Okay. All right. So now we cut that. We're going to get cast off here. And then I shall show you the tie together, which is not even a big deal, guys. All right, so I hold this up, I crank, release a couple stitches like there, just one at a time. Again, if you weren't on before, This is what I suggest doing, just releasing like 1 or 2 stitches at a time, and you could always put your finger on the one beside it so you're not pulling that stitch off when you're pulling your yarn through. But if you pull your yarn straight through, you're not going to pull up on that other stitch. So I just have so many people that send messages and they're like, I got the whole hat done and then all the stitches all fell apart, and I just don't want you to do that. Don't want that to happen to you. It has happened to me before. Sometimes you can salvage it when it happens, sometimes you cannot. See right there, I almost pulled that one off when I jerked it. So it happens to the best of us, guys. But if you just like do this, throw it over, keep going, woody woody hoo, we're gonna get it done. I think I see that Mr. Bant is watching me. Are you watching me, Mr. Bant? Mr. Bant is my husband. Yes, Mr. B. Mr. Hoop and Home. Is that what I should call you, Mr. Hoop and Home? I think I'm going to call you Mr. H and H. He is very supportive, guys. For my anniversary, he got me a little Magical Stitches amigurumi book. Yeah. So, yes. And he lets me go to the yarn store on the weekends. Not that I shouldn't say it like that. He doesn't let me. He doesn't let me, right, Darren? Do you like the hat? This is the one that Allison made. But yeah. But he doesn't, he supports me. That's what I'll say. Because if I wanted yarn and he said no, I'd say, dude, too bad. I'm getting it anyways. That's what I would say. So, yes. I'll leave it at that. I won't say anymore. I'll get myself in trouble. I better shut up. Shut up, Cheri. You're going to get in trouble. All right. Okie dokie. Pinocchio-ky. Okie dokie Pinocchio. We're almost there. Are you still with me, guys? Are you still with me? Is Caitlin and Herman? Is it Caitlin and Herman? It is Caitlin and Herman. Are you still crocheting? I didn't ask you what you were crocheting. What you making? Are you making something fun? I have a couple whips that I love granny squares, and I like doing granny square. I made a bag for my daughter for her birthday with little mushroom granny squares, and I'm working on one for myself. I even lined it. My daughter helped me, and we put a liner in it, and it wasn't the best. Like, my liner job wasn't the best, but it was lined anyway. Okay, just 2 more here, and then I'm going to move this out of the way, and then I shall show you. I really need like a good setup where I could like bring in the camera and like let it, put it. Oh, I got to undo it, Cheri. Dumb. All right, I got to unclamp it. I can't just pick it up. Hello, Veronica from San Antonio, Texas. Found your page last night watching from South Wales, UK. I'm so glad you found us. Found me. Still with you, finishing up a sitter for your oh, awesome. Little sitter. Okay, I'm going to hang this up because I don't want to break it. So I'm going to hang it up. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Please don't go anywhere. Okay, get my clamps. These are the big honking clamps I use for the table because it's so thick, guys. Look at that. It's like super thick. I got it at Home Goods. I think I got it at Home Goods. I don't even know. It's a sofa table. Okay. I wonder if I can do it up there. Probably not, because YouTube, I got to do it different with my YouTube. Okay, let me back up. All right, and I think somebody told me something here. Hold on. Nikki said granny squares are the best. Yes, they are. I need to get one of those knitting machines. Yes, you do, Nikki. I'd love to make some hats. I'm a crocheter since age 14. See, I just learned to crochet last year. Actually, I learned crochet this year. I'm not going to lie. 51. I'm going to be 50, Nikki, on Thanksgiving, guys. My birthday is on Thanksgiving. Isn't that the coolest? I think it's cool. Okay, so this is the right side. We're going to pull it to the wrong side. And remember, I have 2 things that I need to tie because we had that knot in there. So let me get, see there's that knot. So I tied it, you know, I had to lay in a line there. Okay, so we're going to stretch it because we want to set the stitches. Do you make scarves and head? You know what? I have HM knit. I have not made any, well, I have made one headband. I need to work on those. I haven't made any, just one. So I've made one, but it was kind of too big because I made it on the 48. I need to try it on the 40 now that I have it. And I have not made a scarf yet. I was thinking that maybe that would be an awesome thing for us to do, is like a crank along would be a scarf, right? I don't know, because I haven't. I've just made tons of hats and tons of stuffed animals. Okay, so if you look at this, it's crooked right here, guys. See this? It is shifted. And let me show you on the other side, because I just stretched this. I've got more of my embroidery. I do embroidery as well. So I've got embroidery, like thread everywhere. Floss. Where is it at? Okay, see here? See how it's not lined up? We're going to work on that, all right? We're going to pull up and get this slack. See the slack in that? See, there's my tie. We're going to pull up the slack and we're going to tighten it. And then we're going to stretch it. See, looky. So I'm just going to do it a few more times. I kind of like spread it apart, the stitches, and I just snug it up. You don't want to do it too snug, especially with soft yarn. But see, look, it's like gone. It like disappeared. Isn't that amazing? So you just stretch it, and then my first knot is just snug. It's not super tight because it will cinch on you, and you don't want that. And then it'll pucker. You don't want to pucker either. We don't want to pucker on the top. We don't want to pucker on the inside. Okay, the second one I'm going to do tight. You could do 3, but since this is soft yarn, you might feel it. So I'm only going to do 2. Keep some little tiny tails in there. Some little tails, just in case something would happen. You need to fix it. You could fix it. I need to do it on this other section here. Hold on, where'd it go? This other part where that knot was. Let me tie that. I have forgotten to tie stuff before, and it will come apart. So you want to make sure you tie in all your stuff. So, otherwise, if you put the hat together, it will come apart if you don't tie it. Just know that. I think that's all right. It's harder to see on here because I don't have 2 colors, and I don't want it to get bunched, and it's getting a little bunched. All right, I think that's good enough. And then the second one, I tie a little tighter, and then we're gonna do some little tails. Okay, all right, so now, I obviously want this to be on the outside, right? So I'm going to pull the gray all to, now, I have another tip, one more tip. You're going to cut, when this hat stretches a little bit, you are going to see the gray through there. Let me show you what I mean. I don't know if I did that. I didn't do it. I can show you on this one. This was Friday's hat here. This crazy hat. I have orange on the inside. I don't know if you can see it. Like there's orange on the inside, right? So when this stretches, you're going to see the orange through it. Not very much, but you can kind of see the orange through it. If you didn't want to see the orange through it, like I have blue on this side, you match the blue up on the other side. Does that make sense? So I have blue on the ends, the gold in the middle, and then, so when it stretches, all you're seeing is blue. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay, so for this one, I could have done the same thing. I could have done salmon, gray in the middle, but I don't mind it so much. So I think it's all right. I think it's okay. So I just like to make it easier on myself. So I just do all one color, but it does make it, for some yarn, depending on what the background is, it might not look as good. So just be mindful of that when you're designing your hats, if you're designing your hats. Okay, again, I'm getting my little tails on the same place, trying to stretch this all out here, get it nice and neat and tidy, because remember, we like it tidy, right? We like it tidy. And try not to snag it with my ring, because that's what I do. Let me back up again. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to cinch the inside, and again, remember, we roll it, we kind of push it, stick your finger in it and pull it with your finger in there, and then just make sure that you're tucking your pucker. You don't want it to pucker. You don't want the inside, you don't want the insides coming out. You want all the outsides to stay in, okay? Okay, so we get that, and then we're going to do the next one. And see there we have some pucker, right? Little pucker. You want to tuck your puck. Remember to tuck your puck. Tuck the puck. All right. And then what are we doing? We're sticking our finger in it and we're pulling. All right. And then we just cinch it up. And that looks delicious. Okay. And now the other thing I like to do is I like to just put my hand inside and smooth it out. I saw that your scissors are the exact same color as the hat you're made. They are too. They are. Look, she is right. Or you are right. I don't know who said that. I said she, but it might not be she. Okay. So we're just kind of smoothing that out on the inside so we get a nice tidy hat. And then I'm probably going to have to stitch this one a little bit because it's not cinching completely closed, which is okay. And then I'm going to be careful not to break my yarn, but tie it at 2 knots. And now I will tell you, I will show you. And again, see, when I do the wraparound, you probably don't, you could probably save yourself some yarn by not wrapping it all the way around the machine, but I just do. And then I have extra yarn because I could do something with that, right? All right, so now, since I have 2 different colors and I have just a little hole, I do want to stitch this since I'm not putting a palm on it. Okay, what did I do with my, here it is. But I don't want to use both colors. I only want to use the salmon color because that's what, I don't want it to show, all the gray to show on the top of the hat. I mean, you could, but again, I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm a little particular. I like it to be just so, right? Just so. Okay, so we're going to go around and we're going to pick up a couple stitches every so often. Like skipping. Skippity-doo-dah. Skippity. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine not coming your way because it's going to be winter. Yeah, it is. Okay, you need a t-shirt that says slogan, tuck the puck. Emma, I do. We might, oh, okay, see, I'm not paying attention and I split it. I don't want to do that, Cheri. I don't want to split it. And see, I snagged it because I split it, but I will fix it. Yeah, I do. You're right. Hello in Belgium. Belgium. I can't even believe it. I can't even believe where all of you from. I can't even believe it. I think it is so stinking amazing. Okay, I got a little snag here, and I'm gonna do a little. Oh, I will tell you too. Soft yarns work really well on the machine, but they have a tendency to snag a little bit more. So just know that. Just be mindful, and just know that you can snag them. Okay. All right. Okay. So there, I think that's good. And I am just, since I'm back to where my gray is, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to knot this off. Okay, and then we're going to put these back in. We're going to pop these tails right to the inside, tie it off a few more times. We're going to see what this looks like. We'll see what you guys think. We'll see if you approve of this message or not. If you approve of the short color on the top, I know some of you wanted the half and half. You'll just have to come back another time to see me do the half and half. Okay, we're going to tie this off. Then this is just, you don't have to do this. It's just me being a little OCD, and I don't want the hat to come apart. But it's a way to not have to stitch it closed, really, like completely. You know, you can do the little cinching if you need to, but you don't have to do all the stitching. Okay. Which I know in the beginning for some people, if you're not used to doing a lot of stitching, it can be intimidating. So I just try to do whatever's easiest. Okay, so here we go. Now, this hat is fully reversible too, guys. So let me reshape it here. So you could do it with this side out, or you could have it all gray if you wanted to. You know, if you didn't like, one day you're not feeling the salmon or the kid's not feeling the salmon, since this is a kid's hat. All right, guys, so you ready? You are ready? What do you guys think? Isn't it cute? Now I have to put tags on these. I'm going to put my tags on these. So let's do that really quick. We'll put some tags on these. It's cute, guys. I think it's cute. You guys think it's cute? It's like cute. See, it's like the baby version. Look at how cute it is. This would keep, like, you know, I don't know. I'm just like, oh, every time I make a hat, it makes me happy. Okay, I got to find my, oh, where are they at? I'm 4 minutes over. They won't starve, I promise. I have to put some stuff in the oven. We're like having veggies and rice because I guess I'm vegan, but I guess that's what I am. But so we're having veggies and rice. Making hats right along with you in Canada. Oh, awesome! You having flurries today? Flurries today. I know I'm being silly. Just flurries today for the first time. Well, that's kind of fun. The PJ Mommy. Oh no, PJ Mommy. The PJ Mommy. That's funny. Okay, so these are my little, I get questions all the time. And they're not giving me anything for doing this. I'm just giving them the shout out. Artie Fox Studios. They're on the Etsy and they have a website. But yes, that's where I get my tags. And that's where I get these so stinking cute. My favorite of all time. And don't go and all buy them all because this has happened to me. I tell you people where to get stuff and then I can't get it. No, that's all right. Hopefully whoever makes them will make more if you buy them all up. But I got my little tags. These are micro suede. I don't use leather. Again, I'm vegan. I'm accidental vegan, but I don't use leather. I try not to. So Hoop and Home, these are nice because they're super like soft. Super soft. So there's nothing, not that it would be rubbing on your head, but yeah, they're super soft. And I think you could wash it. They're machine washable. I have not washed them to see how they launder, but the little heart tags or the little heart screws are removable. So I'll put one on here and I'll show you how stinking cute it is. Okay, I know you can't see what I'm doing, but let me put it on. It's my favorite, my favy faves. My favy faves. And I think Ernst, I think is the name of the gentleman, I believe that's his name, who runs Artie Fox Studios. I think he's out of Florida in the States. So these just screw on. And I could probably, you know what, this one needs to be a little higher. I do this all the time. I don't get them like snug enough. What size machine? Somebody asked, what size machine? I think if you're asking what size machine I use to do the hats, I use a 48 pin Loombot or Centro. That's my favorite machine to use. And that's too high. Let's see, we'll get it right. We'll get it right. We'll get it right and then I'll show you, I promise. I'm making pot roast and mashed potatoes and gravy and veggies. That kind of sounds good. I'm not going to lie, Kim. I will, you know what? If you guys come back on Thursday, I'll tell you my story. Because I grew up hunting and fishing and all of the things. And I had a pretty crazy health scare a couple years ago. And I don't eat meat or dairy anymore, and I'll share it with you if you guys are interested. But I'll tell you, some power sounds good right now. I'm not gonna lie, as cold as it is, that's like the warm comfort food. Yes. So okay, so here's one. It looks so cute, guys. Can you see it? See the little hearts? See a little hearty heart? See that? It's my favorite. It's my favorite, and it's so cute. Little kid's hat. Isn't that the cutest ever? Okay, let me put one on the other one here. All right, let's see. We'll do it on this side. I always try to pick like what the front and the back is, you know. I don't know why. Because you could do it anyway. It doesn't matter. And I always put my tags for whatever reason on the right side, and you wouldn't have to do that either. And I know some people probably wouldn't like tags on them, but I don't know. And even though I'm giving them away, I kind of feel like I won't put them on all of them, but I kind of feel like it's kind of fun to get something that has, you know, that's branded. And I just want them to know that it's with love, you know, it's with love. I made it with love. This one, here we go. Here's another one. Here's the hat we just did. I could probably move that tag down just a little bit, but see, they're so cute. Aren't they cute? So that's what we did. This is the one that we did in the beginning. I didn't crank it, but you know, this is the adult one. Actually, let me put a tag on that one too. So what did you guys think? Was it fun? Thank you for hanging out with me. It's been fun. I liked it. For my first YouTube live, you know, it's went pretty well. I think I might switch it up because it gives you the option of doing it like vertical as opposed to horizontal. And horizontal looks very nice in all of the things, but it's not as easy for me to show you what I'm doing. So I think what I'll do moving forward when I'm working on stuff is I might do the live with it vertical. And I don't know that I've seen, have you all seen anybody on YouTube do a live vertical? I don't know. I don't watch tons of lives on YouTube. I watch some. But yeah, I really appreciate all of you. I really appreciate all your input too. Lori, I miss you. I miss you. Yeah. Lori and I were painting buddies. See, I used to paint a lot. That was like the crafting thing. I'll tell you, if you guys want watch something funny, if you want to watch something, it's not funny, but it's kind of funny. If you want to see me a bit different, check out the Bant Life on, it's still up there. It's my old, not that I'm not like promoting it, but you'll see what I used to do. Anyways, that's been a lifetime ago. It feels like it, doesn't it, Lori? But I have some really cool friends from my painting days. And yeah, so you could always check that out. So there's another one. That's the adult hat. So these are the hats we did. Looky, looky. It's like a family of hats. See? So I'm excited to be able to, you know, give these. Hopefully they'll, you know, they'll appreciate them. I know they will. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay, guys. Well, I am going to let you guys go. You have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you, the PJ mommy, not the whatever I said before. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, we do, don't we, Lori? Sometimes for good and sometimes not so good. But yeah. Life changes, we do different things, and as crafters we all like to do different stuff, right? All right, well, I'll be back on Thursday and I will post what time again. I think it's probably going to be similar time both on Facebook and the YouTube, and we'll do some just do some chatting. So if you have some questions, free to pop them in this comments, and I'll put a post up too. And if you have questions about anything pertaining to the knitting machines, then I will address it then. So you have a great day. I'm going to let the Facebook go first. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. You all have a wonderful evening. All right, YouTubers. Let's see if I can figure out how. I guess I pushed the X, right? Thank you, guys. I really appreciate all of you. This was my first time really going live here, and you all have been so warm and so welcoming. And yes, EMS art projects and Nikki and all of you. Thank you, guys. You all have a great night. We'll see you later.